They're just concerned. They just feel like it's not proper.
But you knew it was Nollywood you wanted.
Yes.
And as long as the two of you were on the same page, you kept on building.
Yes.
So why did you stop? You didn't see that question coming up.
I didn't. Why did I stop?
Don't you love me?
I do. I don't have a choice, Sam.
I'm on your side. We love each other.
Yeah.
Why did you stop?
I stopped because it was time. I felt in my spirit that it was time. You know, sometimes when you're in a place and it's time for you to move, God makes everything uncomfortable for you there. God, apart from the fact that, you know, you're feeling it, you also feel it externally. You feeling it internally, you feel it externally, you feel it everywhere. Like, it's like my time is up here. And even before that, before I left, you know, it's been like something that I've been struggling with for 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah, 3 years.
So it was not easy.
I want to leave. Yeah, I want to leave, and then I'll be like, it's not going to be easy. You know, when you want to leave your work, you first think about the finance. What will I be? What will I be doing? You know, how will I be surviving financially? You know, like that. You know, so a lot of things. So it was a struggle for like 3 years before I finally left. It was a struggle. I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave. And then, you know, you're thinking, what will I do? What will I do? Okay. Is it time? Okay. You know, and I started feeling like there is more to me. Yeah, there is more to me than Jennifer Johnson. There is just more to me. So when I started feeling that way, I felt, it was this thing with women, how that I love being, how do I say it now? I love when a woman is holistically successful. Yeah, successful in every area of your life. As a mother, you're successful as a wife, in your marriage, as a business or career woman. Okay, you don't have to leave one for one. You know, we have seen a lot of women being celebrated who actually probably made a mess of their marriage, and then they are out there and they are.
So was it putting pressure on your marriage at any point?
Oh no.
Okay.
I was.
So you had gotten to a comfort zone where everything was better balanced.
Yes.
So if everything, if you wanted, it was more to you, you could layer up. You could add to layer, or it was just that there was no space, or it was just that you knew you needed to give it up first and step back.
There was a time that I didn't even know how to go about it, but I just knew that there was something in me. I first started with women's. I did this. I did a conference. Yeah.
The Total Woman.
The Total Woman. Yeah, for women. And then I proceeded to write a book, you know, just feeling like there is more to me.
And you were still acting?
Yes,
while
I
you
was
were
still
doing
acting,
that?
yes.
And you were juggling all that well?
And then I wrote
and
my
the children were growing
yes,
well? Okay.
Yes,
And
I
your
didn't
husband
even believe
was
that I
doing
could
well.
achieve writing that book.
Okay.
With
my
work.
Had it started his church, Grace Made,
oh, yes,
before you stopped?
we started Grace Made.
Before you stopped?
Yes.
Okay.
Before I stopped acting. We started Grace Made in 2018.
2018, okay. You stopped acting actively in 2020.
No, I left the show 2021.
2021.
But I still,
you still did some of that. Okay.
Yeah. I did 2 projects after then. That was 2022 before I finally stopped. So we started Grace Made. Yeah, and I managed to write that book, and it was good. It came out really well. It was good, inspiring. So I didn't even know I could do that, you know, you know, juggle that with my work and all. So it was a struggle. Like, there is more to me. There is more to me. I started feeling like that, and then when it was time, I just knew that it was time, and then I left.
So most of the time, major transitions like that, there's a weakness in your heart,
Yes.
and at times it's not comfort. Like a woman, I
You,
was still
you
speaking
won't be
with.
able to really explain this is why I'm leaving.
But at
Or-
times it doesn't work like that for other
Yeah,
people. Some other
yeah.
people have clarity, they know this is the next thing. But there are
Yes.
times where there's just this uneasiness, there's a weakness.
Yes.
And like I was saying, there was a woman that was talking to me recently, like her husband will have them live somewhere. She would rather live in another country. And then at one point, as I was saying, if you had said that, she just looked at me and said, Pastor D, I know he's right too. I know he's right. And I know that's what we're going to do. But for now, let me throw my tantrums. I'm not finding it funny. I'm not fine. But in my spirit, I've checked.
Yes.
But it's just that I'm asking,
Yes.
why do we have to go this pathway?
Yes.
This is what I prefer. So she was like,
Yes.
Pastor G, let me throw my tantrum because this is what I prefer. If you tell him that I told you that I know. So I just left it at that, and she said, don't worry, I'm going to align, but give me time to like process this. So for you, the same way that witness, so I think, and I think maybe that's the way God deals with you. The same way that process marriage, where you have to call and say, that talk that you said,
right.
that I said, now I'm calling to say,
Yes. Yes.
you know, we have a lot in common. I will just you later after,
Right.
you know, and then
Yeah.
get into acting, hit the
Yes.
ground running and everything. When it
Yes.
was now time for you to, how well do you miss it?
Ah.
I said, okay, you didn't know that this is how I am. Sorry, it's so that we can just be.
I miss acting. Yeah, acting was my life. Like my life. Like what I wanted to do. Like without acting, like I'm nothing. Yeah, that's the way I see myself. You know, like before. Like I loved it.
So you miss it so much. How do you
miss
cope?
it. I miss it. But even though I miss it, I look at it like, is this really what God will have me do at this time of my life? I feel like no. I feel like every time I ask myself that question, I feel like the answer is no. Yeah. So that puts me back in check, or that puts me in the right part. So I don't think about it so much.
So how's your ministry journey been? So maybe the first thing I'll ask is, before we say ministry, let me take it to, because I want us to be able to move it. So what do you do now?
Okay. I'm a fashion stylist.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the smile. And I like the way you, like something leads about you. Immediately
Okay.
I asked, so what do you do now?
Yeah.
A fashion stylist.
Yes.
Okay.
A stylist.
But at the same time, you still pastor with your husband.
Yes, I do. I
You
do.
know. So, and that's practically whether you are full-time or you're not full-time. I say it as a pastor's wife, is practically a whatever. But being a fashion stylist, and in recent times I've seen you, I think you launched a brand, right?
Oh yeah.
The fashion brand.
Start by
Tell us.
Geonic. Yes, Start by Geonic. That's my brand.
The outfit you have on,
Yes, it's Start by
the
Geonic.
styling and
Yes.
everything, and we can look at you well as in like a piece of.
No, if you're a stylist, we have to see it. It has to.
That's why you
speak.
came on set to come and harass me today.
Before you say you are a
No,
stylist,
let me vent.
what you're wearing has to speak that
Okay.
you're a stylist. If it is not speaking, when they ask you, oh, what do you do? I'm a fashion stylist. They'll look at you. Okay. Oh yeah.
Did you ever see this side of you?
No. Just like I never thought in my life that I would be in ministry. You know, so it's just.
This your journey is very interesting.
Exactly.
We're going to do movie.
Exactly. You know that
So we know
scripture
there's
that
a
says-
production coming in future.
You know that scripture that says that the wind blows whenever it wishes.
Oh, shit.
You don't know where it's coming from. You don't know where it's going. That's the way the Spirit of God is. And if you are a Christian, you have the Spirit of God. That is the way your life will be.
So how did this passion start?
The thing is, I've always loved to style myself. It started with when I was looking for a stylist for my 35th birthday. some years back. So I was looking for a stylist. I wanted that birthday to be grand. So I wanted to spend money my 35th birthday. So I was looking for stylist. So I was not going to I was going for the top stylist. This one we don't style Messi Ibe. This one don't style hair. Make a message and come. Photographer. This one don't style. This one don't snap. People, top people. Those are the people I was reaching out to.
Okay.
Photographer, yes. I caught that one. But stylists, they were doing me like, I mean, I spoke to like 3 stylists, top stylists. Come and style me. They were sure. They were calling the amount. I said, no problem now. Oh yeah, now. Let's talk. When are we going to meet and all of that? They're forming busy for me. So what's wrong with these people? That's how I just said that I'm going to start myself. And when I eventually did, people were recreating that dress. I could not even believe it myself. The dress where people were recreating and were tagging me. They tagging me, and I was reposting that, oh wow, oh this is nice. And people saw it that people recreated my dress and all of that. Even that dress, I mean, it just went. I didn't know that it was going to make
waves. Like
exactly.
That.
So when that happened, it was from there I started styling myself. Whatever it is I want to wear, I style myself. I didn't know as at then that it would become a thing. This thing is since 2021 that I've been writing it, and I'll now put makeup by Zeonic too. Yeah, because I'm always doing my makeup. So I'll now put makeup by Zeonic. If I do my makeup by Zeonic. Style by Zeonic.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was 2020, it was last year that eventually my husband said, okay, we're going to have this workers' dinner. So it was Grace Maid's anniversary. So we wanted to organize a dinner for our workers, and then we said everybody should come all looking looking beautiful, gorgeous and all. So, and then I was like, okay, what am I going to wear? I had not even started the business there. So what am I going to wear? And then I was thinking about it. Eventually, when I showed up, even Instagram, I didn't believe that people were going to love the dress so much. It was a brown dress looking like what's this? People, British.
Bridgerton.
Yeah, exactly.
Style like
so, that. I mean, it was really beautiful.
So then you would get the concept and somebody would make it for you.
Yes.
That was how.
Yes. Okay. Yes. So I didn't even know how to sketch everything. As at then. I would just be explaining it to the tailor. I didn't know how to sketch. A stylist, you have to sketch and then give it to your tailor, and then when the tailor sees it, they bring it out the way it is.
But you just had to speak.
Yes, because I wasn't a professional, so I would just say it. This place will go like this. This place will this way, like it. So I would just be using mouth to explain, and then that was how I explained to my tailor, and the tailor brought it out that way. It was really beautiful, and everybody just went. I mean.
Like
they went about with the dress. Oh wow, this is beautiful, blah 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 blah. And my husband just said, this thing you're going to do is this time by Zeonic. You mean you style this dress? You mean you style this dress? I said yes, and I didn't see it as anything. I felt, what is it with this dress that everybody is going on about? So that was how I said, okay, let me go and pray about it, because I believe that.
Woman of God.
I believe that, we have to be led by the Spirit every time in our lives. You can't just say, I'm relocating. Is God sending you there? So if it is bread you want to go and look for, well, there are some people who go because they're looking for survival. But we believe as a Christian that your life is not yours. It has to be that God is leading you this way or that way. So if it is stylist that I want to do, let God tell me by himself.
My purpose.
Exactly. So I started praying. I prayed and prayed and prayed, and I didn't feel any restriction in my spirit. So I went for it, and I went to also learn how to sketch.
Wow.
Yeah, how to sketch, how to bring out a dress.
And it was easy
Like
for
it-
you to master?
It was not easy, but that thing is not easy because you also
That
have
means
to-
you are not
you
only a
sketch and
passionate
paint.
person, you are a resilient soul. I'm not saying a resilient person, a resilient soul.
You
Because-
sketch and paint, so it's not easy to do all of that. Yeah, so I learned that, and you know there is beginners class, there is basic, there is advanced, and all of that. So I was just taking it one step at a time, and then when I got to the points where I think I know this thing, it just came. I had not even put it out that I'm now a stylist. Before I launched, I was already getting jobs. Yeah, because on my social media page, I would always write style by Geonic, even without thinking that I was going to go into that business. You know, so there was a sister of mine, we went to school together. She was a year my senior, just reached out to me, and she lives abroad. So she just reached out to me that, hey, Pastor Shew, how are you now? I want to have my 40th, this one, blah, blah. I don't know what to wear. All these people that make your dress, where are they? I said, it depends on what you want to wear. And she said, I don't even know what I want to wear. I said, if you know what you want to wear, I can know what tailor
To recommend.
to recommend for you and all of that. She now said, I don't know. Oh yeah, you style me now. Shebi, you used to style yourself. I now said, oh wow, that is what I do professionally now. So let me style you, because I'd already printed them out my cards.
Wow.
Yes, but I had not.
You were not ready. You were
No,
still
I had not put
processing.
it out there. I was still taking it one step at a time. So I was actually going to launch this was August. I was actually going to launch in September.
Oh, great.
Exactly. So I was preparing to launch when this person came and messaged me, and we were chatting and said, are you styling me now? So I just felt like, could this be God that is giving me a go ahead? Because I felt like I didn't even tell this person that I'm going into this business or I've started. So I just told her that, this is what I do professionally now. It will come at a cost if I have to style you. She now said, oh wow, see this God though. That was how she wrote it though. See this God though.
So before we look at fashion styling fully,
Okay.
I know I couldn't help myself. I had to go there. And I know you're still in the process, so you would for life be a minister, because I love to always establish that first. Although some people are pastors' wives and they are not ministers.
Yeah.
But you are a minister.
I am.
Say it again.
I am.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're first a minister and then a pastor's wife.
Yeah.
You know, it's 2 in 1, so to say. Has ministry experience been like for you? Hey, I know that I've looked for trouble. Village, why are you rolling? Okay, let's go.
Call it. Action.
The experience is not always easy. It's not easy at all.